Hello, hello, hello. I hope you are all well. I am Pleasure Nerd, and today I bring you a live stream. So on today's live stream, I'm just going to show you that I'm here. On today's live stream, what I'm wanting to do is draw just draw some goblins. So I've already pre-sketched. So as a heads up, I have some sketchbooks that are that I don't really share online, and this is one of them. And you'll see that I've written pen up in the top corner there, and it's because I've also got an identical sketchbook, which is lots of pencil drawings. So yeah, these are not really to be shared, they're just for me to try and figure stuff out. So I wanted to try and, I guess, warm up by drawing some goblins, and I hope it appeases my lovely little goblin court. And so yeah, so here's what I've got so far. We'll scooch over the markers. But I thought I could warm up with these, and then we can properly ink this lovely little goblin lady here. So yeah, I'm really excited to do this. This is, again, I keep doing things where I'm like, this is really different for me, and it is. But I figured, I might as well push myself, outside of my comfort zone and be, yeah, just a bit more, I was going to say a bit more interesting. I don't think that's the right term, but I just want to do more. I want to be more comfortable over time. But it's lovely to see Horatius and Rat. I hope you are both very well. So yeah, you can see my little blank template and just some of the silly little sketches I've done around it. And because this is my pen book, it has to be done in pen. So yeah, I hope that you guys are all doing well. The reason that this stream in particular is a bit late, because I know Raymond can't join us, unfortunately, is that I have been checking my analytics, and this is what YouTube is telling me to do. It's telling me that whatever o'clock, 9:30 is the key time to be doing my stream. So I figured I would see if the court agrees. Now I've also got a bunch of coloured fine liners as well that I plan to utilise. And yeah, I don't often use these kinds of pens because I am not the best with them. I've seen other people who do these incredible, beautiful pieces, and I've never been a fine liner kind of artist, despite the amount that I've bought. You're at school, Rat. That's very, very mischievous of you. I hope you pay more attention to your lesson than you are to me. I appreciate you being here, but your education, sorry to sound like a mum, but your education is more important. Otherwise, dingbats who use AI for everything will take over. We need a good brain to keep things going. Oh, you're done. No worries. Oh, the 9 a.m. lives. Yeah. No, mine is well, you perfectly timed that. I'm not gonna lie. I've been watching a lot of Steven Universe because I got HBO Max, and I was right on the brink of falling asleep about 40 minutes ago and had to try and figure out a way to wake myself up. I'm a very sleepy goyle. By goyle, I mean woman. Yeah, I like that. And then I guess we'll do something kind of floofy. And oh, hello, Astrox. I hope you are well. And I'm very glad to see that, Rat, that you are not doing. I was about to say crime. That as well. Don't do crime. But just to say, I'm glad that you're not being a hooligan as well. I always think of football when I hear hooligan. There's a very specific image that comes up in my mind. I always want to put red on the shoulders and the elbows. I think it's because I am pale AF, and that is where I go a little bit pink. Why is this the first time that you've known that I stream? I weirdly do not advertise it. I should, but I don't really announce ahead of time because I am worried that I will not be in the mood to stream. And yeah, so that causes sort of some issues for me. Just some, I guess, ground rules in regards to the stream, or like a little bit of information for you. Our chat is known now after the poll as, so everyone voted really for the court, but a lot of people, like Goblin was the second most voted, and so I think chat shall now be known as the Goblin Court. I think I'm going to have some fun time drawing some goblin courtiers. I need to look up. So I had an idea of a video which was to draw different archetypes in goblin. Sponge Case Squidge says, I love the goblin so much. It's giving the same kind of design as the singing goblin from that Doctor Who episode, which I cannot remember. I'm so sorry, I've not watched Doctor Who for ages. My concern isn't so much with people coming in and being rude, because I can always block them. And also the chat is, the court are very good at kind of self-regulating. My concerns are genuinely that I am too burnt out from work and that I am exhausted and not chatty, which has happened. And I have tried streaming when I'm exhausted. And I just felt really cranky and didn't feel like I was a lot of fun. And I'm not very good at performing. Like, I'm not good at being performatively anything. It's actually what put me off of YouTube for many, many, many years. And because, like, when I guess I would have first done YouTube, not that I did, this is my first foray into, I say like this, but like this channel is my first foray into uploading content and stuff to YouTube. And everyone I watched was like beautifully composed and just felt really kind of high end, and I knew that I couldn't meet that. Like I couldn't live up to that kind of curated appearance, so I just didn't even try. And then like people seem to be more interested in like more authentic down to earth stuff, and I was like, oh, it's my time to shine. So yeah, but you know, I'm trying to make sure that I'm practicing what I preach. Basically, I want to show that you can have an interest in art and it be a good, healthy thing, and that you don't need to be like awful to be an artist, you know. And so then like playing around with what's it called? Oh, my brain's doing a lot of brain farts today. Yeah, so like streaming and stuff just really wasn't something I was going to try out, if I'm honest. And then YouTube put me on a little sort of creator course, essentially, like, or workshop. So when you become a YouTube creator, they obviously want you to be like loyal and post and stuff, and to have like good opinions of YouTube. So I did their little live stream. It was their vertical live streams. And what I was finding in the vertical live streams, which I loved, I had so much fun in my vertical live streams. But what I was finding was that people were wanting to come in and see it in like a horizontal view as well. So I started streaming like this. And yeah, I guess the rest is history. I aim to go for like twice a week, but sometimes you just have a week, you know, like sometimes it just does not work out. So and I end up sort of sleepy and tired or cranky, and I refuse to come on here cranky. Because, you know, you guys are very kindly opting into watching me. I don't want to be rude whilst you're here, you know? So, yeah. And again, this is my sort of silly book, like rough sketches and stuff. So, like to... Yeah. That's now way out of proportion. Oh well. But yeah, so this just isn't very I'm trying to be a bit more like fluid in this. It's meant to be kind of a draft one, if you will. Oh, I see how it is, Astrox. I understand. That's right. I don't feel like I'm that cranky. Although I am quite cranky about AI usage, but you know, that is what it is. So I don't tend to use this pen for the reason that you can see it just comes out a bit more textured, and it's not as like, what's it called, consistent as I would maybe want it to be. But at the same time, there's a lot of charm with broken pens, like using broken pens, because it adds a lot of texture. But yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Rat. That's very kind of you. I'm after a brown. Let's do a really dark one. Let's go, yeah. Because I want to get better with using pens and stuff. I know I use alcohol markers and acrylic markers, but they feel different to like normal felt pens. It's kind of funny because I was using them by accident to take notes in a meeting today, and I was like, this is so easy to use. Why haven't I used this before? They flow much nicer than biros. It's just that you definitely have to use biros if you're wanting it to imprint on the one just behind. Dad! Okay. My dad's in the chat staring at the pot. You are such a goblin. But I when I think, Dad. Trying to start fights in my comments. Yeah, shushin', fushin'. So help me. Oh, ban you. You're such a dad. No, so this is what my dad does, Rat, is that he will jump into my comment section and just try and stir the pot to get responses because it means more interaction. So I guess you could say he's a bit of a troll, but not really. But yeah, no, my parents are very, very supportive of my art, and they always have been, which is lovely. I am very, very, very fortunate. I know you're not a troll, Dad. You're a goblin. We've established this. But yeah, if you ever see anyone in my comments, especially when it's like a speed, like a what's it called? I was going to call it a speed run, a time lapse. Whenever you see like a fast time lapse and there's someone in the comments being like, "Ah, you're drawing very fast. How did you learn to draw that fast?" That's my dad. My dad is just a silly guy. But yeah, I'm just having fun playing around here, so there's no real thought. You, Dad. So my father is in the chat saying that he was very supportive because he was used as an easel. Coming at you with the dad jokes. But yeah, my parents are lovely, if a bit eclectic, you know. But that's okay. We love them anyway. But yeah, so this stream's just a bit later, I think I was saying before, because YouTube was telling me that later streams would be better for me. I don't know if it is, but you know, it's the end of the day. I figured I'd kind of wind down with some lovely drawing with you guys instead of what I was going to be doing, which was watching Steven Universe. Oh, congratulations, Rat. That's fantastic. I'm so pleased for you. Art shows can be real tricky, so I'm really pleased for you. That's absolutely delightful. I'm not gonna lie, I've been meaning to start drawing something for the Copic Awards because I try and draw. So for like the last 2 years, I've tried drawing something for the Copic Awards, and I haven't been successful yet. But you know, kind of not the point, is it? It's to have fun. I think I'm feeling all right about both of them. Let's maybe. Yeah, quite similar to the days playing Overwatch. I've finally figured out who you are. I have been told that these streams are very similar to just me chatting normally. But yes, bye, Dad. Have a nice night. Sleep well. Dear. My favourite goblin. And my parents' dog is like dead cute as well. Right, I'm kind of happy with that warm up. Yeah, okay. I didn't realize you were you'd paid attention to my YouTube. So for everyone else in the chat, Astrox is someone I used to play Overwatch with. And I believe we've met in person, if I remember correctly. Yeah, usually usually people who know me are equal goblin gremlins. They are little shit stirrers, and I could not love them. They are just such interesting people, is the term. They're interesting characters, I believe, is how we politely talk about it. But I am drawing a little goblin, and I want my goblin here to be sat on the equivalent of a marker. So that should be really fun. But yeah, so I'm amazed at how many people I actually know but like know in real life keep popping into my streams and being like, haha, I know you. So I'm just going to do the line art. This is going to be a bit messy compared to what I normally do, just because I want this to be a bit more fluid. There we go. Let me go around like that. So something that see, now my dad pointed out I'm saying a lot is I'm like, oh no, need to monitor my ums. But I always so it's fine. It's what I do when I'm trying to think and draw. I can't do both. Either think and draw and talk. And our darling friend has said that they have never stirred the pot in their life and that they are an upstanding individual. I'm glad you're defending your reputation there in the in the chat. Sorry, in the court. Yeah, I feel like umming's fine. My parents tried really hard to stop me from umming when I was a teenager. And I understand why. I say actively umming, but I get it. It doesn't evoke a lot of confidence, like by umming as you speak. It's not. It implies you're not kind of thinking about what you're saying before you say it, or that you're not sort of thinking quickly. But just in case anyone in the court is concerned about my family being mean to me about umming, it's not that serious. They don't tease me that much. I just remember being a teenager and my parents, particularly for public speaking, were saying that I should try really hard not to and as much. Oh, and use like. I used to use like instead of umming and erring. I think I also developed like pauses in my speech to stop saying and and then I think I can't remember who I think it might have been on TikTok or something, and saw the youth saying it was a millennial pause. So I decided to see how it was to not just pause my speech partway through. It's terrible. It's terrible and I hate it. Yeah, no, Art of Horatius, they are definitely filler words. I would, so the thing is, I would typically kind of, part of me is like, oh, I want to put all the comments up. Yeah, I don't really get the generational beef. It's just never something I've really understood, if I'm honest. It took me, because I thought it was between certain years. This is going to show how stupid I am. But I remember talking about generations at primary school. I remember being in like year 3 or 4 and being, because they kept saying your generation. And I was like, well, is that like our year group? I don't understand what a generation is. And I've realized it's like, the next tier down in a family tree. But, it is what it is. I have various incredibly kind people in my life who keep saying that I look younger than I am, particularly at work, which is very funny to me. And I've also had some like younger people, but I can't tell if they're just being kind. You know what I mean? Like I feel like, oh, I'm a bit high up on there. I feel like, what do I feel like? I feel like I've lost my train of thought, is what I feel. So generations, all of that nonsense. Nope, gone. Can't be that important. Oh, no, that was it. I've had some like younger people. I say younger, but like early 20s. I'm in my early 30s. I'm barely in my 30s, but I'm still in my 30s. And I've had sort of like early 20-year-olds being like, oh, I thought you were my age, which is very kind. I feel like they are doing that thing that you do to the elderly where you pretend that they are younger than they are to get all sort of cute. But yeah. I'm so sorry, gang. I've been hiding you under my cardigan. because I put my cardigan on after I put my microphone on. So you have been nestled very gently against my cardigan. I was going to say in my bosom, but I don't particularly want you guys to have that imagery in your head. I've currently got the end credits music from Steven Universe in my head. Oops. Oh, that's okay. And then we'll do a lovely... I always do a little sweep here. So this is, I guess, another version of my goblin, because I love my goblin. But my plan at some point is to draw different kind of courtiers as sort of different members of the court, but of the goblin court. So like a jester and what have you. But I also need to look up roles of a court. So if there isn't roles of a court, I will simply do archetypes in goblin. Although all in cute goblin, I think, because I'm enjoying these cute little renditions. Actually, that's a good question for that's a good question for the court. If you are into if you're into Steven Universe, let me know your favorite character. And if you're not into Steven Universe, what kind of animated shows are you into? And if it's Batman, tell me your favorite character, especially the new Batman. Because I thought, was it the Joker? No, the Penguin. The Penguin in the new Batman reminds me of Stephanie Sterling, which I thought was really interesting. I'm not going to go into those colours yet. So I've just got the outline done. What I would typically do is try and erase all of that. I'll erase where it's most prominent. Oh, Art of Horatius. That sounds fun. Well, I don't want you to... The whole goblin court or goblin self or fey self is entirely optional. And if you don't have the time, you don't have the time. That's totally chill. You know, again, it doesn't have to be like a finished thing. It can be like a nice, silly one. I want it to be fun. Because I like cute little goblins because they represent the terrible voices in our hair. Favorite Batman, Lego Batman. I mean, Lego Batman's outstanding. Lego Batman's the best Batman. Right. Well, I'll start with... I'm going to try something, and if it works terribly... She-Ra is solid. She-Ra is a very, very... Hi, Callie! Sorry, I fully got derailed by seeing Callie. Our resident goblin. She is my little court jester goblin, and I love her. But She-Ra, great. Although I don't think I got to the end of the series of it. Because I was sailing the 7 seas when I was watching it, and I felt bad about it, so I stopped, and then I didn't find it on the proper platforms. So yeah, oops. I'm gonna make a specific badge. I've been thinking about it as well. So I do have memberships. Don't feel pressured to get them, but I am very tempted to, like, I've been thinking a lot about it. So whenever I've been in, well, if I've been in meetings where I don't need to like think or like make actions, such a grown up, boring thing, like, those meetings. But like, yeah, not every meeting is going to uh, require full attention. And in those, I've been like, to try and help me pay attention, I've been sketching out possible badges and trying to figure out what I can do to make memberships worth it for people. I may also rename them because I really like the Goblin Court thing. So I should probably explain what I'm doing. So, that is perfect, Callie. Love a bit of Baldur's Gate 3. Sorry, I just saw that the Netflix ended their DreamWorks contract. That's rude. I mean, Estrox, I might actually hit you up about that because the platform I sailed the 7 seas on has gone down. But so the way that I go about this is that I try and figure out where the red is. The way that I figure it out is by looking at myself. So my fingertips are usually quite pink. I have really poor circulation, so they're like that. I know ears tend to be just a little bit pink. I tend to go pink. I'm not gonna lie, I go pink all over my face. I have a slight intolerance to alcohol. So whenever I drink, my whole face goes pink, which now means that if I want to take a good like photo at an event, I have to make sure I don't drink until all the formal photos are done. Otherwise, I am very splotchy and it goes through my makeup. So what I did first was to put the I think it's a purple actually. Yeah, so it's called Thistle, and it's a lovely. Do you know what? I'll do what those lovely artists do, where I like scribble it at the side. So this is like a pinky purple, and it's called Thistle. As I throw it across the room, and the reason I picked like a pinky purple is that I think it would darken, but also bring out the red with the green. What I didn't want to do was make it too red in case it turned a little bit brown. So yeah, reasons. What I did was do the blush first and then go over it with the green base. The reason I did this is because I wanted to blend it in nicer. So it looked a little bit more even. I am very aware that on the screen at the moment it is looking a lot paler than it is on the mobile thing I'm recording. So I'm hoping that, if you guys watch tomorrow, you will see how it looked for me, which is a lot more green than it's showing right now. And I'm using, I'll have to use this one here too. Look at me go. I'm being one of those real influencers. But yeah, so this is the yellow green, and that's just a slightly darker green to add a bit more sort of definition. And I really like sort of darkening around the bridge of the nose because it just gives that kind of more cute features, I think, because then you get like a cute little button nose. I personally do not have a cute little button nose. I know I've been drawing a lot of like, I think people call them Roman noses and hooked noses. I don't have a Roman nose or a hooked nose either. I think I have a fairly straight nose, but it's also not as cute as this. So But yeah, increasing those values to make it a bit more dynamic. And I was like, I'm not gonna do yellow for the jumper again. Immediately went in with yellow for the jumper. Oh well. Whenever I'm like, oh, I'll do my favorite color, yellow. No, she's gonna look like a minion. And all because I like wearing yellow and have glasses. So for this, I'm just doing that kind of flat, all right, sorry, flat color. Why am I putting you there? You will do the one here too. And then I'll have to write all of these afterwards. You know, I'll do the boring bit now. R, V, 1, 6, O. These may also not correspond accurately anymore because Ohuhu went and updated their color codes. And I have not had any new markers, like any new Ohuhu markers in over a year. Oh, in 2 years, actually. Ooh, look at me go, sticking to my word about not buying new alcohol markers. As long as I don't make the trousers blue. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I like the sunshine of the jumper. So I just need to, maybe if we make them like pink or purple. No, purple's too close to blue. We'll do them pink. I've also just realized my selection of colors does not include blue. So let's, oh, this is initially quite bright. We shall see. Wouldn't that be lovely to have trousers that color? Oh, stunning. There we go. I'm going to pop you there, but you're not going next on my list because I need white 2. Okay. Yellow 2 to take over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of indicate that it's a knit jumper because I love me a knitted jumper, and I feel like goblins would like a knitted jumper too. It's just something about, you know, a good knitted. Now, cannot believe I know this now. So FYI, if you men have cuts, so male cuts on jumpers and stuff go down like that. So the sleeve attaches like that. In theory, women's is at an angle to have more sloped shoulders. I don't know. I'm sure there was a reason once upon a time. I don't know what that is. Probably look into it. I have been spending. Oh, now we'll do it exaggerated. Yeah. Spending a lot of time looking up sort of how to sew things because I want to start making some of my own clothes, in particular dresses. I want to make more dresses and skirts. Callie, a goblin jester sketch. That sounds incredible. And Paulie Shortcuts, lovely to see you. I'm glad you're here. This character is my little goblin avatar. So she is all of my, I was going to say negative thoughts, all of my impulsive thoughts for a very long time. I have kind of considered them outside of me. And then a few years ago, I decided to draw, because I kept calling them like goblin and gremlin thoughts. I decided to draw her. And she's real cute because she's very tempting. And yeah, it's real fun. Sorry, I'm just seeing. But yeah, I would love to see. I mean, I feel like goblins would be really good at fiber arts. I'm just saying. And the reason I think that in part is because my community is so good at fiber arts. Like, you guys are incredible. I'm so jealous. Makes me so happy. And Rat, I see that you're saying you're using a pickle jar for your watercolors. I use yogurt pots, but I don't tend to use them when I stream because it doesn't look particularly great. I say when I stream, when I like do them online. What is it? Record. That's the term. So yeah. Whee. Boop, boop. Might need to add a little bit of purple just to make it a smidge more dynamic, but we will cross that bridge when we get to it. And then we've got a pastel pink, apparently. That looks neon. I'm so glad that this was not... What are we doing here? Just put that at the bottom. And I'll try and fix that. Rainbow scarf, that sounds incredible. Oh, I'd love to see that. Make sure you pop it in the community when you're done. Yeah, no, that's very vibrant. I don't know if I want it to be that vibrant. The reason that a lot of people use purple is that purple can kind of, it's a more, I keep using the term vibrant, but it's a more vibrant version of grey, essentially. So some shades of purple and blue in particular look really grey, even when they are actually purple. Which I think is fascinating. Oh, I need to make sure I put this one in because it's an important colour. That one's Y2. Okay, and R21. Now, they don't tell you this part of the whole thing. It's really annoying. Being like, oh, I must check all of the things. So I thought I was picking up 2 different colours. I managed to grab 2 identical colours here. Both of these are BR2. Ooh. Art of Horatio. Those jars sound incredible. I'm trying to think. Like, I know I've given my goblin brown eyes before because I have brown eyes. Brown hair. I think technically I have hazel eyes, but brown eyes and brown hair. Although not at the moment, my hair is currently orange or like orange-ish. It's faded a little bit. I accidentally put my foot in it the other day. I was speaking to someone who was like, oh, you always dress so colourfully. Like, it's so lovely. And I was like, yeah, no, it's to distract from what I say. And they were like, what? And I was like, yeah, I dress colourfully to, hopefully distract you from all of the nonsense that comes out of my mouth. Maybe if I dressed vibrantly enough, you won't listen to what I have to say. And they looked at me like I was mental, which, like, to be fair, yeah. And immediately after, went to try and shove my fist in my mouth because that was an important person at my job that I said that to, in the heat of, like, mental farts, as it were. I am trying very hard not to overthink that particular interaction, because if I did, there'd just be no end in sight. Might as well just hand in my notice now. Oh, I forgot how pungent alcohol markers are. Acrylic markers don't really smell that much, but alcohol markers, my word. Now, really important question, gang. Do I do brown eyes or do I do like a different colour for the eyes? We'll do. Maybe if I do a purple. Yeah, normally I think I got so used to it for a while, and then because I've not used them in a hot minute, I've completely forgotten how smelly they are. Do you know what? I didn't decide on where the light source was. Probably like down. Like that. And then, oh, I think I went too bright with that choice. Oh well, committing to it now. Oh, dark purple, yeah. I mean, that's my darkest purple that I've got with me. So I might have to, afterwards, go off and... Because I also need to blend this bit, because that's a harsh shadow. Let's do that, yeah. I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love like you. Sorry. Hello, Demon Pixie. It is 23 minutes past 10. So it is in the evening. Just going to increase some of the shadows around here. Why do I think she's so cute? What? Oh yeah, it's late. I'm gonna just... It's so interesting that, like, I've got back into drawing goblins and stuff, because I had an idea for a shop years ago when I was like, I shall get into model making, that evolved around making little clay models of goblins and doing it so you could like customize your own little goblin. And then also, as part of the package, you get a little drawing of your little goblin. Yeah, she's a little cutie today. But yeah, my I was gonna call it something like the Goblin Emporium or something. I shouldn't really say this in case one of you guys steals my lovely idea. I hope you don't. But yeah, that's been on a back burner of ideas for a while. Got a few other ones where I'm like, it would be great if I did this. Am I gonna do it? Probably not, but I'm gonna hold on to that idea to my chest. I've got a few ideas. I know I keep bringing this up. I've got a few ideas for comics that I really like. I just feel like I need to get better at drawing, which feels really weird to say when I'm live streaming me drawing. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, and I started reading the chat about time zones and was like, oh, interesting. Because I know it's late. I just don't know. I know Iceland is in the same time zone as the UK, and I believe Denmark. You can tell the countries that I'm familiar with. France is an hour ahead. Denmark is an hour ahead. Gosh, she is adorable. Well, I'm going to give her earrings because I think she needs them. She looks a little bit too young. Like, I like her a lot, but yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel like I'm particularly unique in my thoughts that I need to keep getting better. It's just the more you learn that you're bad, or not bad, but that you could improve, and you keep seeing what your potential could be. And that's frustrating. But yeah. Oh, I've lost my mouse. There we are. Hello. Sorry, I was trying to highlight some things and I've lost my mouse again. There we go. Sorry, my tracker pad doesn't always play ball with me. Come on. Come on. Yeah, it's one of those things that wow, my brain just fully farted then. Back to reality. Come on. Yeah, so with there are times where I genuinely think that I am excellent. I am also very cautious of those times because I am incredibly aware that people like creating lolcows and stuff, and I don't want to have that happen to me. Sounds awful. Like, I don't want it to happen to anyone, to be crystal clear, but the internet can be incredibly cruel. And I don't think that I would cope well with that. But yeah, so like sometimes I think I'm the bee's knees, and then I'm like, oh no, have I actually turned delusional? Has something gone terribly awry? And have I fully lost the plot? And then other times I'm like, no, I am actually very good at what I do. The difficulty that I have is I usually end up at the point where I'm like, I am. By the time that I have the energy and wherewithal to like put myself out into the world of like, yeah, I can start making things and selling them and stuff. By that point, my like energy like, yeah, I'm great at this, will have worn off, and I'm like, oh no one's gonna want this. It's just, the ebbs and flows. I do feel like I sometimes need to blow my trumpet just a little bit more than I do. And then also I'm terrified I'm just being enabled. You are such a git. Oh, I need to quieten down because it's very late. But oh, you are a goblin. But yeah, knitted swords sound wonderful. Oh dear. My word. Right. I quite like how this is looking with a slightly more. So for those who aren't aware, I will go in with a very fine liner first. And that's because I tend to slightly shake, or sometimes my hand will just jolt. So having the thin line means that I can then afterwards make the lines a little bit thicker. It does mean that you don't get those lovely. I'm very jealous of every single artist who does those like smooth inking videos where they've got like a brush and they're just beautifully doing it. I can't. I do not have that skill. I'd like to learn, but currently it is not one that I possess. I should probably do a bunch of exercises to get better at it. Oh, Callie, the Pentel Energel is delightful. I've got a few, but not with me. But yeah, it's also really good to write with. I do quite like it. It's also, if you're not expecting it, it's surprisingly smooth to use. Oh, you heard a groan. That was my stomach, and I formally apologize because I'm not even hungry. That was a tangent. Oh well. So I'm just doing just a few more tweaks because I like how fine some of these lines are. But I'm just thickening up a couple for emphasis. Yeah. Okay. Quite. Oh no, I'm just. Could I use a thicker pen? Sure. Am I going to? No. I'm just having a lovely breezy time. I feel like I should give her like yellow sneakers or something. Trainers. And British trainers. I feel like sneakers are a type of trainer. Anyway. Oh, I'm just reading the chat. You guys are having a lovely chat about pens. Rat, this is something I don't talk about very often. I hate gouache or gouache or however people pronounce it. I have never been good at it. It just feels like a chalkier version of watercolor, and it annoys me. I want to like it. In its defense, I want to like it. It just doesn't like me. I have never learned how to do it properly. I like that. I guess, trainers you train in, sneakers you sneak in. I guess they're probably quieter than like dress shoes. I guess that, but also like with trainers, you're training in them, you know? Runners, ooh, runners. That's a good one. Yep, because walkers are a very different thing entirely. I don't know. This is probably a callback for everyone in the UK, but I don't know whether you guys remember like plimsolls, and they were awful. I hated wearing plimsolls. Hello, Alexandrite. I hope you're well. But also, plimsolls are awful. Never liked plimsolls, and I've never seen an adult like willingly wear them. There's no kind of fashion trend trying to bring back plimsolls. Boots are delightful. See, like, I remember jelly shoes predominantly because they kept giving me blisters. And I would wear them in the summer, and then they would very rudely give me blisters. Oh, to explain what these are, they are just coloured fine liners. I have a collection of fine liners that are always just off screen because I like the colour. I don't use fine liners, like coloured fine liners, very often. But I think I should use them more because they're quite nice. Like maybe I should try doing sort of coloured line art. I have actually got myself a set of Copic fine liners that are grey. These are not the sponsored ones from Cali. Cali, I have a plan for going on my trip for all the sponsored art supplies. Oh, hello, the Stone Person Pod. I hope you are well. And I am not going to lie. Oh, wrong one. The chat moved before I could click it. Heelys looked so fun. I wanted Heelys so bad, and I've just lost the lid of my pen. Loved Heelys. I know you believe me. I just going to a art shop requires a long bus trip. The changes in my area meant that it went from a like 30-minute bus trip to an hour and something or other because the local council got sued for lack of safety. And as a result, instead of putting the speed restriction where it's relevant, they've just put it along a whole thing of a road, and it slowed everything down. So I'm just reluctant to go into town. Well, I say town, it's a big city. I say big city, it's a medium city. I feel like big is London or like Manchester or something. Ooh, looks like you guys are having fun chatting. But yeah. I don't know. It's I looked into it because I was very annoyed at the time being changed. Oh, I found the lid. Oh, little old lady groans. There we go. But I looked into it because I was real mad about being on the bus for longer than I felt I should have been. And I can absolutely, they genuinely deserve to be sued because they did not do any health and safety inspections, which they should have done for like the entire time that road had been operational. Just mental kind of stuff. I am apparently into local politics and at the same time trying not to dox myself. Like, did you guys know? Sorry, I'm now like, I can play with all the colours. I can do all sorts of things. Hey, look how cute that is. I can possibly add like a little bit of light pink to the ears. Pink, purple, pears, rose, snap. Yeah, okay. I'm thinking, can I do it there? No, that doesn't look good. Let's try a different purple. It's going to be the darkest corner. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, I like that. Oh, and then it kind of adds like a little shadowy shadow instead of those non-shadowy shadows. Actually, that leg needs a teeny tiny bit of dimension. So we'll just go slip. Maybe add a little bit more there. Yeah. Oh, I just realised those shadows don't make sense. Oh well. Light sources, smite sources. Just a little bit round the fingies. And possibly a bit around there. Just make that a smidge bit darker. Yeah. Sorry, I've got super into thing. Callie, what? That's wild. Something that's been, sorry, I'm about to go a little bit into politics, but hear me out. Something that's been entertaining me a lot is that whilst Reform have made sort of certain wins, a bunch of their councillors have stepped back or stepped down for various reasons. Unfortunately, that has caused various very expensive by-elections. Oh, I don't know if I should have done that. Maybe I should have done yellow. I need to add more around the hair. There we go. I feel like, so I've always known it as gouache, and I believe it's a regional thing. But I feel like gouache feels a little bit like I'm trying to be like Father Ted. Guan, you know, like I don't want to make it sound like it's a mockery of something, but that's how it feels whenever I say gouache. It feels like I'm about to try and mimic an Irish accent, which I don't want to do. because I have some lovely Irish friends and I would never want to mock their accent. It's like it winds me up when people do terrible Scottish accents, because my mum is Scottish and I don't feel like people give it the love and respect that it deserves. So once I'm done this bit, I'm going to do the spectacles because it's me. You, goblins riding a pen. Like this one. Potloden in Dutch. That's marvellous. I love that. That's so fun. Right. Okay, so we've got silver and gold. I think gold will probably be our best bet on this. Just going to try and find a bit of, I was going to say fabric, a bit of these. But yeah, we'll test out ahead of time. Oh, that silver's nice, but I don't think it will go with what we've done so far. I think we've made her a bit too warm hued. I think the gold, yeah. Right. Oh, I'm nervous. That's ridiculous. We'll do the earrings first. Oh, why am I getting so freaked out by this? Do I have the circles? I do have the circles. Garlic bread. Oh, that sounds great. I had chili for dinner made by my wonderful, wonderful husband, who is actively preparing for bed, which is probably my sign I need to start wrapping this up, because I'm also trying to be a little bit quieter so I do not disturb the neighbours, because they are lovely. I am a big fan of our neighbours. Is that one? Or should I do that one? This is the not fun part of this, of being like, which one of these do I prefer? Those are a bit closer. Yeah. I want it kind of there, I think. I think I said that one, not that one. Or was it this one? I think it might have been this one. It's definitely not that one, because that one's too big. That one's quite reasonable there, but it seems a bit OP there. I think that one's just going to be OP no matter what. Let's go for that. Let's go bigger, because it's cute. Right. Sorry, this is genuine finagling. I think that there. There we go. All of that just for a circle. And then that there. Doesn't quite seem right. Well, that's okay. We can always redraw it, which is the fun. Now, for an extra bit. Excuse you. Someone has surprise harassed you. Wonderful Gittish goblin. I was busy doing this, and you've gone and I'm never not going to be flustered by this. Bleh. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate you flustering me, you goblin jester, goblin, you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm just going to keep it up on the screen now. I'm just enjoying watching you guys chat. Right, let's just add a couple of highlights. Why is that juicier now than earlier? Yeah. I like that. Maybe like a little over there. And then, for good luck, not for good luck, but I'm just gonna do a little, I think a little circle, like a few little circles. I'm just gonna see which, oh, I realised I've done this in a way that it's, I prefer the cold one. Just little moments of colour to hint that there's like a little background. I don't know why I do this, but I like it. And then sometimes when I've gone all out with doing like a little coloured outline, I get all like, oh, I don't like it as much now. So yeah, I think maybe if you guys are happy to watch, I think the next few live streams are going to be drawing some lovely little goblins, if you're all okay with that. Because I love doing it. It is fun. And I'll share the photo of this in the community so you can see the true colours and some of the subtle things that have happened. But yeah, oh, hello, Demon Slay. Lovely to see you. Oh, Demon Slayer. Demon Slay. Where am I getting my silly little noodle knowledge from? That's okay. Demon Slayer, we are beginning to wrap up. So I'm just doing some tapping because I just don't feel like it looks like glasses. But I always feel like when I do this, because it gives like a slightly translucent air to it. I really like the jumper. I think you guys are really going to like the detail when I post it later. Why did I move my pens all the way over there? And also you just saw my light turn off. Right, this is a signal that I need to go to bed. So I'm just going to do like a little seam down the side. because I feel like it looks weird if I have all the detail up there and hardly any down here. So we'll do a couple of stitches too. Oh, and maybe something on the shoes. I feel like I'm doing the opposite of what, is it Chanel? Where it's like, go to the mirror, take 2 things off. And like, go to the mirror, keep adding. Right, I'll leave it there. I am really I cannot stay up. I actually have to go to work tomorrow, but I'm having fun. So I think I might stream later more regularly because this is really fun. I look forward. I need to go to bed. I'm gonna turn this around so you guys can see her properly. But yeah, this is a little gremlin or goblin. And what I'm looking forward to is drawing a lot more of these for you guys. So I'm liking this one on here, but I'm hoping to do maybe like a magician, a jester, like some silly ones, some scary ones. And by scary, I mean like more, goblin fighters rather than like literally scary. But yeah, I hope everyone sleeps well. And thank you so much, my wonderful, wonderful goblin court. I love you guys so much, and I hope that you sleep well. Make sure to post anything that you're making in the community. I love seeing it, and I will see you guys on, might not be Sunday this week. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Love you, stay safe, and yeah, bye.